There's a chill in the air that has little to do with the temperature. It's a different kind of cold, an ancient cold. As the last days of October bleed away and the world outside our windows turns to gold and crimson and finally to brittle brown, we feel it, a thinning, a sense that the veil is fraying. For most of us, Halloween is a festival of the senses. The crunch of fallen leaves underfoot, the sharp, sweet scent of candy corn, the startling laughter that follows a good scare. It's a night of costumes and confections, of plastic skeletons and synthetic cobwebs, and there is a wonderful, simple joy in that. But if you pause for a moment, if you listen past the rustle of your own costume and the chatter of trick-or-treaters, you can hear the whispers of something much, much older. You can feel the pull of roots that go deep into the cold, dark earth of human history. Long before it was Halloween, it was Samhain. Imagine, if you will, the Celtic world 2,000 years ago. The final harvest is in. The land is beginning its long sleep. And on the night of October 31st, the ancient Celts believed the boundary between our world and the other world became permeable. The spirits of the dead, the Rawgii, could walk freely among the living. This was not a night of terror, but a potent, sacred time. Great bonfires were lit, not just for warmth and light, but as great, blazing beacons, a symbolic sun to hold back the deepening dark. The souls of departed kin were welcomed, with places set for them at the dinner table. It was a time of remembrance, of honoring the line of ancestry that connects us all. It was, in its essence, a conversation with the past. And across the ocean in the heart of Mexico, a similar conversation was taking place. Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. Here, death was not a somber end, but a part of the vibrant cycle of life. Families built colorful ofrendas, altars adorned with marigolds, photographs, favorite foods, and sweet pan de muerto. They believed the souls of their loved ones returned to visit, to savor the scents, to enjoy the festivities. It was a celebration, a joyous reunion, a way of saying, "You are not forgotten. You are still part of the family." So, how did we get from these profound ancestral festivals to the grinning jack-o'-lanterns on our porches? The journey is written in the symbols we take for granted. Take the pumpkin, for instance. That cheerful, candle-lit face has a darker, older cousin. The story begins not with a pumpkin, but with a turnip. In Irish folklore, there was a man named Stingy Jack, a deceitful, drunken trickster who managed to trap the devil not once, but twice. When Jack finally died, he was turned away from both heaven and hell. Condemned to wander the earth for eternity with only a burning coal to light his way, Jack placed the ember inside a hollowed-out turnip. He became Jack of the Lantern. And when Irish immigrants came to America, they found the native pumpkin to be a far more plentiful and impressive canvas for carving their ghastly guardians, meant to frighten away wandering spirits like Jack and other malevolent forces. And what of the witch soaring across the full moon on her broomstick? The image is a product of fear and misunderstanding. In medieval Europe, folk healers, often wise women, used salves made from various plants, some of which were psychoactive. They would apply these salves, often using a staff or a broomstick as an applicator. The sensation of flying, of a wild, nocturnal journey, was a common hallucination. The church, in its persecution, twisted this folk practice into a literal narrative, a pact with the devil and flight to a wicked Sabbath. Even the black cat, our sleek, inky companion of the season, carries a dual legacy. In ancient Egypt, all cats were sacred, vessels of divine protection. But in the superstitious fervor of the Middle Ages, they became familiars of witches, shape-shifting demons, omens of the darkest bad luck. A single symbol holding both reverence and fear. These stories are the bones of the holiday. They are what give it weight and meaning beyond the sugar rush. And if we listen for them, we can find them everywhere. In podcasts that delve into folklore, where historians trace the winding path of a tradition from a Celtic bonfire to a modern-day block party. In analyses that pick apart the threads of superstition and faith woven into the night. And we hear it in the new stories, the ones that take our classic monsters and remind us of their power. The vampire is no longer just a charming count in a cape, but a resurrected echo of our primal fear of the hungry dead, of disease, of the corruption that never dies. The werewolf is the beast within, the painful, transformative loss of control. A myth as old as the first winter a hunter had to don a wolf skin to survive. This Halloween, as you pull on your costume and adjust your mask, think about what lies beneath. That superhero cape? It's a descendant of the warrior's cloak, donned for protection. That princess gown, an echo of ritual dress. We are, in our own way, still engaging in the old magic of transformation. So, when you light that pumpkin, see more than a candle. See a warding flame, a tiny, defiant sun against the encroaching dark. When a black cat crosses your path, acknowledge it not as bad luck, but as a creature that has walked between the worlds of the revered and the feared for centuries. And when that final chill runs down your spine, don't dismiss it. Welcome it. For it is the wind from a place where time is not a straight line, but a circle. It is the whisper of your own ancestors, the rustle of 1,000,000 fallen leaves, the memory of 1,000 bonfires on 1,000 hillsides. The veil is thin tonight. Listen, and you will hear the past, breathing. I hope you enjoyed this Halloween story. Watch the next amazing story.